Hello. Oh man, always so disorganized with these bloody streams. One of these days I'll be organized. All right. Well, as per usual, it's that time of day where people let me know how bad the quality of the live stream actually is. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know. I can never know. Yeah, so if the quality is really, really poor, let me know because it can be hard to tell on my end. One of these days I'll work out how to stream better, but maybe it's YouTube's fault. Maybe streaming on YouTube is just really shit and I should go on Twitch or something. But anyway, hello. All right, seems good for me. Well, as long as it's good for at least one person. This is Glassware in the box. Hell yeah. Open here, please. So, it's come from eBay, and I ordered it a very long time ago, and it's just arrived. Not for the fault of the eBay seller. It's actually the fault of customs. They held it up for quite a while, but it got here. So we're here, and there's always heaps of sticky tape and stuff, and foam and everything. So it's quite an effort to actually open these boxes. So that's why we're here. I think that's why we're here. Don't look over there. Oh, God, that's filthy. Oh. Let me know how the sound quality is as well, because I forgot to put the microphone on the phone, so the sound quality might be bad, but hopefully it's good enough. If you can understand me. I know people sometimes struggle to understand me at the best of times. It's quite echoey in here, so that's fine. Great sounds. Excellent. Sorry. Chairs out in the rain. But hell. All right. Let's do it. All right, open here. Maybe. How do we do this? What's the best way? A bit of echoes. Yeah, I've always thought about, there's this weird thing about, if I wanted to make it better for video, right, I would put some sound foam, what's it called? Acoustic foam up on the ceiling and this back wall. So when I talk, it doesn't because I'm currently, it's basically effectively a concrete bunker, right? But the problem is acoustic foam would make this a terrible lab because that stuff is probably highly flammable. And if I've got a wall covered in highly flammable foam, that's not very good. So there's this weird thing because I still want this to be a working space. I just happen to film stuff in here. So yeah, and same because the floor's just concrete, I can't put carpet down because carpet would reduce the echoes in this room by a lot. But I just I'm still working with chemicals in this space. I can't actually put in bloody carpet. It would sound better though, but fuck me. All right, how do we do this? Sulfur video was amazing. Sulfur chloride video was amazing. I'm glad you like the sulfur chloride video. It was pretty fun to make, actually. I thought it was going to be really awful, but turned out okay. Oh man, what do I have to do here? No heads up. Yeah, sorry. This was very impromptu. I had not planned to do this. I planned to do this with about half an hour's notice. So And I know this is a very different time than I usually do my bloody streams. You know, it's not midnight here, it's like, you know, 4 p.m. Man, I hope I don't... Me with scissors is always a worry. I'm worried I'm going to slice my fingers off and like, one of you people are going to have to call an ambulance for me. Just watch me bleed on live stream. Xenon difluoride. That's actually one of my life goals, right? Maybe not, no, not life goals, chemistry goals, is to make a xenon compound. Do xenon chemistry, because I really want to make xenon trioxide, but for that you always need fluorine chemistry. You need at least, if you've got xenon, you need xenon. You need fluorine gas at that point. And that's just something I can't get or make or anything like that. So I've been trying to work out how to get from xenon difluoride, which I can kind of buy, it would be very expensive, but I can kind of get xenon difluoride. But then I need xenon tetrafluoride to make xenon trioxide. So I have to go from xenon difluoride to xenon tetrafluoride. And that's hard, but maybe one day I'll be able to do that. I got to do that without using HF or fluorine gas, and that's really hard. So maybe one day. All right, where are we? Come on. Better not slice my finger open. Stab away from yourself. Yeah, 2 in the morning, yeah, sorry. It's got to be a bad time zone at some point, somewhere. Oh, fuck me. Use a knife. This is nearly a knife. A knife's not going to help. Who needs a knife when you can just use brute strength? Which I don't have. Still on here, maybe. You just want me to use a knife because you know I'm more likely to cause an accident with that. You're just here to watch me bleed. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Alright, let's cut it. Yeah. Ah, damn it. I like to try and keep the box intact. Ah. I'm just suck at this. Ah. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. Stop breaking. Oh, I'll go around this side. I get exhausted by the end of this video. Yeah, ambulance time. Yeah, I'll just use MN207, yeah, sure. I'll just use my blowtorch to get in. That'll be, just burn my way through the phone. Sure. Boy. Oh yeah. Oh. See what I'm contending with now. Yes, first step done. Where are we at? plumber crack. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me that. That's embarrassing. Alright. Where are we at? See? It's good because it means this stuff doesn't break, right, in transit, but getting it out is, God. I can't really remember what I ordered because I ordered this at like the start of April. Anyway, so 2 months ago. I'm hoping I have my best interests at heart, perhaps. Oh, I can't think. Yeah, this is actually professional networking, you're correct. I lodge these hours with my university. Get the count as networking and outreach. Dashcam, yeah, it's from Dashcam. What do I have against knives? What have knives ever done for you? God. What's wrong with scissors? What do you have against scissors? Alright, this looks like a flask. Clank. Oh. It's 24.29. I can't remember what joint size I ordered. But it must have been 29? Thought I'd changed joint size. I can't remember. Remember, there's no one more idiotic than you in the past. Alright, where am I going to put this glassware? I've got a box, the box. Stuff out this box. And put the stuff in this box. Glassware. Box. Rubbish. Simple. What's in the rip beaker? That was the ferrite solution from the what video was that? Explosive polymers, where I chucked the Play-Doh down the bottom. I think the Play-Doh's still in there. Yeah, that's the Play-Doh. That's the Play-Doh down there. I don't know, I just kept it. Motion sickness after watching yourself authority. Yeah, good. No, I don't know. I just always find, because if I film it all on a tripod, and I have done that in the past, it just loses some of its like fun. I don't know whether you guys think that, but for me, watching my own videos, which I don't know, I do occasionally, I find that if it's all still shots, like Doug's Lab, but Doug's Lab, it's just like a bit of a different feel. It just feels like I'm kind of teaching you something rather than just like winging something on the fly, which is what I'm actually doing. I don't know, so I could do completely still shots like this, but I'm just like, Ever going to see more of those explosive plants? Yes, hopefully. Yeah, that's a really long-term project now. It's been like over 2 years. Yeah. Oh well. I don't know whether I should keep secrets for the video or. No. Okay. The truth is that the first batch of plants, I stripped all the leaves off. I tried to do the extraction. I got some product, but it just wasn't explosive. And then the plants died because they're annual plants. And so I bought new ones, and now they're currently growing again. And near the end of their life cycle, I will pick them and have another go at the synthesis, the extraction of the plant oil. Just like, because it failed the first time, I now have to wait like a whole growing season to try again. Because there just wasn't enough leaves to do it twice, and the plants died, so. But I have more plants this time, and I think they're a slightly different variety, so I might have some success. But I think I've got to try and work out how to like purify the oil once I get it, because it just looks like it's got a whole lot of like chlorophylls and other turpentines and what are they called? Terpenes and stuff in it rather than just peroxide. Yeah, Doug's Lab. Oh, sorry. Focus on this. Yeah, Doug's Lab disappeared, but he's doing okay. as far as I know. I know of people that are in contact with him and all that, so making videos is hard, I suppose. I don't know, I'm just a weirdo. See, that's 2440. Did I get a mixture of joint sizes? Maybe. I might have just got the one that was cheaper out of the two, but for like each individual item, because you know, chaotic neutral or whatever. That is a 250ml flask. Yeah, I mean, like I get that making videos is hard, but Doug's, this is back to Doug's lab again. I know that making videos is hard, and I know you're busy, but it does seem pretty weird to. I mean, it's not something I would do. That I would do was just to kind of ghost social media. Yeah, I agree. Where you kind of like just disappear and you don't post any more updates. Because like even if I don't post, because like I've got the Twitter and you know I know I'm probably more active than a lot of other people, but to kind of come out and say, oh, I'm going to do videos every 2 weeks or videos every week, doing it for 3 weeks, and then like you're allowed to not make videos, but you'd think you'd just post a video that said, oh, sorry, I'm just too busy, but thanks for the support, or I don't know. No need to thank people, it's just, you know, just so that there's not endless rumours about what the hell happened to you because you just dropped off all of a sudden. Oh well. Alright, another 250ml, I don't know. I've got 2 of them. Not sure why, but sure, useful. Where are we? What we got? Yeah, well, I know he's alright too. And I was trying to set up collabs with him. I had one originally, a very long time ago. Oh, cat clips. Cat clips. Doug's Lab collaboration, but the idea was that I would make a video and then he would make a video, and during my video I would say, oh, if you want to see how this first product is made, then go see Doug's Lab video. And then in his video he would be like, oh, he'd make the first product that was in my video, and then at the end of the video he would say, oh, and if you want to see what you can do with this product, go see Explosions and Fires video. And we set that up, and then I uploaded my video, and then he did not upload his video. You know, I get that he's busy, but it was pretty awkward, because in my video I'm like, oh, go see Doug's Labs channel, and then he just never uploaded that video. Well. So that's basically been the extent of my collaborations. Yeah, it did feel pretty bad. And it was because we'd agreed on a day, right? We'd agreed, oh, Sunday we're going to upload this video. And like I was up to like 3 a.m. or something. I put like 9 hours straight of editing in to finish this video on time to hit the deadline. And I did it. And then he was like, oh, no, I didn't really like the video. I got to re-edit it or something like that. And so he didn't. It was on a bit of a suspicious, so I think he had a change of heart to kind of say, so more stoppers. Change of heart about like whether he should upload the video, but he never even messaged me to say sorry. I've moved on, it's fine. That was a couple of years ago. He was making picric acid and I was making DDNP. But yeah. It wasn't a good video on my behalf anyway, so it wasn't that. It was interesting science, but the video was just not very, I don't know, it just wasn't very fun. More stoppers. Alright, so I feel like my dash cam always comes in a white box. My dash cam always comes in a blue box, so I don't know, they're always this colour blue. I got a lot of stoppers as well, because I'm sick of trying to find stoppers, and I thought, I'm going to be a big boy now and just buy like 50 stoppers. And no, I didn't buy 50. I think I can't even remember how many you bought. Okay, so I've got 4 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. New collaborations can work out. Yeah. I'm not against collaborations. It's just, they're just hard to set up. And I know Niall Red's keen. I think you said that before, but chemistry is very hard to collaborate on because you can't like share chemicals very easily because I'm so far away from everyone, and that sort of thing. And I know Niall doesn't really want to stray anywhere near anything energetic anymore, because you know it's just too much to risk, and he's got such a big channel. I mean, that's his actual job, and he can't risk all that all just making a shitty, you know, energetics video. This is a 250ml conical. This is conical, yeah, that's conical flask, flat bottom. Sure. Once again, 2440 joints. So this goes in here, looks like that. Whatever, interesting. Yeah, picric acid. I've never uploaded a video on picric acid, and I know it's kind of, yeah, it's a bit taboo, I suppose, once again, energetics. But, and I shouldn't really say this, but I also very much enjoyed the synth to it. It was really nice. Never blew up the end product, enjoyed the secondary, and I don't really deal with secondaries, but just use it to make DDNP. My distillation package apparatus came in that packaging, was awful to deal with, yeah. It takes a lot of work. And I've actually, I've had things arrive in this packaging and be protected the entire trip over from China for like a month. And while I'm getting it out of the packaging, I break it because the sticky tape's too strong. Like I've just snapped thermometers trying to get them out of the packaging. So I'll try not to embarrass myself here on bloody live YouTube. What are we talking about? Yeah. So if anyone has a good idea for a collaboration between me and someone else, let me know. But it's just generally hard to set up collaboration. I know YouTube basically, that's the best way to do YouTube is to collaborate, because then you both gain subscribers from it, blah blah blah. Nah, just make things that are yellow. Well, my next video, I think there's some pretty heavy yellow chemistry in it, so we're gonna discuss yellow chemistry a lot in the next video. Where do I buy the stuff? Yeah, so this is from eBay, from an eBay seller called Deshchem, and I do recommend them. You know, not always tip-top quality, but reasonable, and you know, it's like a third of the price for probably 3/4 of the quality. So, yeah. Oh man, that's really stuck in there. How's that even? Oh man, it's like tape from the bottom. Maybe I'll go down this side and then, yeah. There we go. That was for the motion sickness guy. Hope you enjoyed that a little bit. Yeah, Chemplay. Picric acid is yellow, yeah. That's actually kind of, well, like picric acid and styphenic acid and that sort of thing. That's where I originally started to hate yellow chemistry, I think. Because it was just a lot of, I just did not enjoy it. In the DDNP video, it was just unenjoyable. And the lead styphenate, it just wasn't fun chemistry. So, and I blame that in the yellow. Chemplay is somewhat active on BitChute. Yeah, you know what the annoying thing is? Apparently, someone's mentioned that I'm referenced in the newest Chemplay video, but I can't watch it because BitChute is just blocked in Australia. Telstra, they've just they blocked all Australian ISPs from getting on BitChute, which is just I don't know how they got away with doing that, but they blocked 4chan as well. It's ridiculous in Australia. So I just need a VPN, but I just haven't got one, so I need to set up a VPN at some point. Yeah, use a VPN. Yeah. Does anyone want to recommend me a VPN or? Yeah, I don't know. What was the thing about super atoms? I've never heard of a super atom. Oh, all right. Oh, this is 250ml, but flat bottom. 2440. Because the hardest thing about getting a VPN is choosing which YouTuber you want to support. You've seen so many VPN ads from so many different YouTubers, you're like, oh no, but I only get one. I can only choose one. This looks like a funnel. Pretty sure Noel Red even did a VPN thing. Alright, maybe I'll do this. So, funnel, which looks dirty. That's weird. Okay, no, it's just interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, glass is just made like that. That's right. Weird. Oh well. It works as a funnel, so can't really complain. Is that but yeah, that was a this butthead, it was a Patreon request. Thought I did pretty well. The fact that you recognise it means that I did better than I do usually. There was a picture that someone wanted drawn, and you know, Patreon requests, I can't say no. Greetings from Germany. Germany, it must be reasonably early there, like morning wise. I suppose it's better than like the US is like 2 AM or something, but Windscribe is a free trial. You can try it. Yeah, okay. Keep that in mind. What's that one? Windscribe. Russia. Hello, Russia, by the way. Yeah. 3 AM Eastern US. Oh, dedicated. Sorry. Whoa. What I want. Oh, man. Oh, pH paper. I didn't buy this, they just chuck it in there sometimes. Or maybe I did buy it. No, surely not. Oh no, I think I got a distillation kit because it was cheaper to buy the pieces that I want together in a distillation kit, even though I didn't want every single piece of the distillation kit. It was cheaper to buy a distillation kit than buying, because it was basically the price of a condenser and 2 flasks. And at that point, I thought I might as well get the kit, because then you got I'm pretty sure you get a condenser, 2 flasks, hose, cat clips, and pH strips for the same price. So pH strips. pH. Sweden. 905. That's good. Can we get some isobutene around here? Oh man, that was a difficult bloody synthesis. I'll have to get back to that at some point, but man, it's difficult. Long days, those ones. Isobutene part 3, yeah. Just so much work. I think I'm going to have to approach it in different... No, actually, I reckon I'll make the isobutene and just chlorinate it a different way. That's what I need to do. How do I get this out? What if I just cut the foam and then get it out of the foam? Come here. Come. I'm gonna smash everything in here. Come to me. Yes. Alright, flask, 500 mils. Seems reasonably thick walled. 2440. Bit in half. Yeah. Stab myself in the head. Just like you vowed to never do the sulfur chlorides again. Yeah, true. Yeah. But that was like the ultimate grudge. I don't have a grudge against the isobutene and the chlorination and all that. There's no grudge. It's just like, I just know it's like a lot of work. And if it doesn't work again, you know, like, because I put so much effort into it and I just have not got anywhere. Because at the moment I've got nothing, you know, it's not even like I'm at like step 4 or something like that. Like I have to remake, like at least with synthesis, you know, you can make a whole lot of step 1 and then keep that and then use little bits of it to try step 2 or something like that. For this one, I have to generate it like step 1 every time the isobutene, so it's like as if I've never done the synth at all. Like I know how to do it now, I suppose, but that's all I've got, right? Like I don't even have any isobutene to do the second step with. I have to generate that, which is like half a day at least, and then in the same day or like the day after, I have to then try the chlorination. Our science matters about it. Yeah, gotta get around there. 5k worth of furniture. Fair enough. It's not quite as exciting as glassware, I suppose, but furniture is still important. All right. Condenser. Sure, why not? This is just 20 centimeters. I have a lot of this glassware, but at this point I'm just trying to just build up a level of like redundancy, I suppose. So if something breaks, I've got a spare pretty much straight away. I don't, so if a condenser breaks, I've just got like the same one I can replace it with and then buy another one, because it takes like at least a month to get new stuff in. Craft knives, yeah, there's probably a lot better way of doing it than scissors. All right. Oh, I remember getting this. Ooh. Something very exciting in here. Something metal. Let's see what this comes out. Oh, hello Prana though, thanks for saying congrats. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck at work. I'll see you in the comment section, I suppose. What is this though? And before you comment on it, I'm still going to be using beer boxes to hold up a lot of stuff. But yeah, I just got, you can see in every distillation video, I've been using that little stool and like beer boxes and all that. And I just thought, nah, this is it. I've got to go to LabJack. So, fine. Oh yeah, this is nice. Erotic even. This is hot. Heating mantle, a few of them, yeah. See you around, by the way. Yeah, strong and hope it lasts longer than a month. Yeah, it depends. This is the kind of thing that you feel like you get out for the first time, you're like, time to distill some sulfuric acid, and it just like, it melts it, and then it just never looks the same again. Oh, that's still there. So hopefully, I think this is going to rust, but might have to work out some way of protecting it. Ooh. Oh man. Alright, that's as far as it goes. That's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, the petrol videos. There's a lot of videos that could have benefited from having a LabJack. Varnish it. Yeah, can you varnish metal? I don't know anything about crafts and metal. I can what's like the ceramic paint or something like that? Because it doesn't need to be heated. It just has to be protected, so varnish it. Yeah, okay. Alright, well I might look into that. Because yeah, otherwise it's going to get real rusted. You're right. Because it will get hot anyway, but I'll try and work out something like that. Gold plated, yes. Platinum. Yeah, S4N4 have been a real myth for a while. And you know what? Like, I've been keeping suspense for a little while, at this point, if you're a Patreon, you already know this because I've already posted some pictures to Patreon. But let's. Yeah, focus. Yeah. We actually did it. Maybe that's what ruined the suspension all the video though. I'm really excited to make a video. So that's S4N4, sulfur nitride. Very cool. I'm very pleased about it. I wasn't expecting it to work actually, but you know, another couple of there'll be an Extractions&Ire video on it, as well as a main channel video. So the Extractions&Ire will focus on the synthesis of it from the sulfur chlorides, whereas the main channel Explosions and Fire video will focus on like properties and just like a general summary, I suppose. Alright, anyway. So we got thermometers here. I don't know why I bought them. No, probably. I can't remember if I bought this before or after I had that video where I found out that all the Chinese thermometers were wrong. And then I said in the video, remind me to buy thermocouples, and I haven't bought any thermocouples yet because I keep forgetting. But now I have a lot of thermometers that are probably all very wrong. So I must have done this before I checked all the old thermometers and found they were all wrong. But anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 thermometers, and they're probably all wrong. So, but maybe not. Maybe not. We'll have to check. Exactly. I've just got to test them all. All right. Where to next? Where to next? We're getting through most of it. Oh man. All explosives and poisonous substances have beautiful yellow colours. Hey, watch what you're calling beautiful, right? Beautiful, yellow, pick one, alright? Can't have them both. They're not just wrong, they're very wrong. Oh well. Hey, they were cheap, so I only wasted a little bit of money, I think. Maybe. Why would you buy so many of them? That is a very good question. Surely I didn't buy that. Maybe? I don't know. What have I got? So this one is 0 to 200. This one's 0 to 200. I like the mercury ones, because I broke the mercury one a while ago in the dioxane video. I feel like the mercury ones are reasonably okay, but the red alcohol ones are no good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mercury thermometers, and the other 2 alcohol ones are the ones that came with the distillation kit, I think. So the mercury ones are, I think, reasonable. You'd think. What's for meeting? I don't know. We'll zoom in on that. Yeah, that was from the explosive polymers video where I had some ferrate solution and then the plasticine dropped into it and destroyed it, and that's the plasticine there. It's just appeared in every Explosion and Fire video since then. And you can tell how long it took me to make the Explosive Fire video just by like how much the solution has been evaporating. I don't think anyone's pointed that out, but I think it's been in every Explosion and Fire video ever since. There's probably only been one video since then, but yeah, anyway. Huge fan from the other planet. Regards from Denmark. Oh, huge fan. Ooh, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Denmark. That's cool. I'm a huge fan of Denmark. Not that I've been, but seems cool. Have you got one of these already? No. This is a vacuum takeoff adapter. This looks different than... Yeah, it looks sexy. I like it. See how it's like curved in there? That's a new design. Interesting. Maybe I got... Like this one here is the old one, and then here I like how it comes in there. See that? Or is it just straight? That's cool. I like it. Like it. Now you can drink vodka later. No, I gotta do that before the stream so I can actually stream reasonably. This might actually be entertaining if I down a litre of vodka. Ugh. Maybe not. Maybe that's giving me too much credit. Any future plans for the ozone generator? What do you think I should do? I think, well, we tried doing something, I mean, it's weird to call a nitrate. It's kind of organic-y, like no metal chem. I think it might be interesting to do some metal chemistry with the ozone. Either try and make something like reasonably easy, or try and make, because I can do two things with it, kind of. I can use it to make chemicals that I kind of already have, like, let's say, maybe generating dichromates from chromium trioxide, permanganate from manganese dioxide, ferrate maybe even from, which is a chemical I don't really have, from iron oxide. Maybe that would be cool. Ferrates, yeah, maybe. But the other thing I could do is I could try and do something that only ozone could do. Like there's some weird like cobalt-free complexes and I know Oliver, I don't think Oliver's here, but he's always keen for me to do cobalt chemistry, Mr. Cobalt. Or some like really high oxidation stuff that only ozone could do. So I kind of got two options and I haven't worked out which one to do yet. So yeah, it's the future plans, like it works. I can get ozone, I've got the whole oxygen cylinder. I was planning to, nice beard, no, it's not a nice beard. I should do a shaving live stream. Can you make peroxide with it? From water, maybe. I don't think it's very easy though. And, you know, low efficiencies. Redo the ferrates, yeah, probably. 50 mil. 24, 29. Sure. Your house is so big. Most of my houses are only 1 rooms. Yeah. Thank you, I suppose. It's pretty average for here, but I guess that's, you know, that's just the different cultures and, you know, everything like that. What was I talking about? Ozone, yeah. So I was going to, because I got the oxygen cylinder, right? I was going to do a liquid oxygen video. And I thought that was really cool, but what's his name? Chemical Force. Check out Chemical Force if you haven't. He's got this channel which he's just like does all these obscure reactions with. And he did a liquid oxygen video, and it's good, you know, and like I just don't know what I can add. You know, like I know people say, oh, well, you can just, you know, redo the same stuff, but like, sure, you know, things are on fire, you add liquid oxygen and there's more fire, and it's kind of like, you know, and he's filmed all the stuff so well, it's like, what can I add to that? So my only thought is that maybe, and people are going to tell me not to do this, but you got the liquid oxygen, which is a nice blue, but if you run the ozone generator and you liquefy that, you should be able to see the ozone because it should be a lot deeper purple. So I really want to go and make liquid ozone. It'll be low percentage ozone, but like, I mean, we could always, because ozone has a lower boiling point than oxygen, we could always run it and then, you know, sort of moderate the temperature a little so that we enrich the ozone so we can have, you know, reasonably high purity liquid ozone. Yeah. I don't find Chemical Force's English that hard to understand, but yeah, I don't know. It's cool. Got lots of very obscure chemicals. Am I still in university was another question. Yes, I'm still in university for my PhD project. I'm now a second year PhD project, so now I actually have to make experiments and get data that actually matters, because you're like, your first year, you're just like, oh, you know, haha, it's my first day, and everyone's like, yeah, that's fine. But then after the first year, you can't really be like, oh, it's my first day still. People are like, you've been here a year, what's your data? So, yeah, it's a bit strict, getting a bit real now. Oh well, for a while. This is, I just thought I'd store my flammable liquids a little bit better than I have been. Stuff like dioxane and stuff really shouldn't be exposed to much light. And, you know, I've been storing so many things in like bloody, you know, plastic and stuff, and it's just like, you know, good containers. You know, I really should be doing better. Well, you're doing the government thing. Not really a government thing. It's yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about too much, but yeah, it's not really government. No, it's just I'm just at the university full time now doing research projects. You know, so yeah, you can talk about what you're working on. Not really. It's not because it's top secret. It's just because I like keeping my distance between it. And ooh, what is this? 100 mil. 24.29. I also haven't published anything yet, and I don't want to like, because I'm working on a new kind of spectroscopy technique, I suppose, and we're hoping to be able to do some cool things with it. And then once we do cool things with it, then we publish, and then I'll probably post about it here and all that sort of thing, and you can read my paper, and you know, if the things work. But at the moment, we kind of don't want to reveal how we're doing the spectroscopic technique. Not that it's easy, and not that I think people could replicate it very easy, but you never know. So you kind of want to keep things on the quiet, I suppose, until you publish it with this kind of thing. And then once we publish it, then I can probably talk about it a lot more. But publish or perish, yeah. We're even thinking about patenting it, but I'm not sure about patenting anymore, because we're not set up to make any money anyway. But yeah, not really set up to commercialize things very well. So no worries. Who needs money, right? Who needs money? Just publish papers. It's, you know, a paper is working. You know, money can't buy papers. No, money can buy papers. Anyway, will liquid ozone be a better oxidizer than liquid oxygen? Possibly. I mean, better oxidizer is a weird term. It'll probably be more reactive. It would be more reactive, but yeah. It's also because it's colder. I don't know, liquid oxygen, I used to think of big... What is this? Ah, this must be... Cute little coaster. Okay. I used to think liquid oxygen would be really, really cool, but because it's so cold, right? And then as soon as you put it and the things catch fire, like all the oxygen just boils away. It just seems like for the first, like, you know, half a second, it's like, oh, something's really awesome's happening, but you know, and it's hard to have a really reactive thing that will still burn at negative whatever it is, negative 80, no, it's like negative 60 or something like that, you know. Negative 160, sorry, yeah. So, you know, if you cool things down that far, like, they won't react so much, but and as soon as they react, they heat up, which boils the oxygen, and so everything just goes away, but... So it's hard to get really cool reactions, I suppose. Would calcium nitrate make a good smoke bomb mixed with sugar? I shouldn't really be answering that. I don't know. Probably not. Be safe. Always be safe. I don't like smoke bombs. Would you use it in rocketry? Well, liquid ozone is just like is like awful stuff. Because it can probably explode on its own, like, you know, because it's so unstable, because it's not even an oxidizer at that point. It's just like, well, it is an oxidizer, but it's more than an oxidizer, because at least liquid oxygen, it needs something else to react with. Whereas ozone can just like spontaneously like turn into, you know, oxygen and, you know, 2 oxygen molecules and that sort of thing. So it can release energy on its own, whereas liquid oxygen has no pathway doing that. So it's a lot more dangerous. When will you do more nitrotetrazole salts? Some point. Yeah, I mean, there's always so much tetrazole chemistry to do that I feel like every Explosion Fire video, it can't be tetrazole, because that just gets very boring. So the next video is going to be sulfur nitride, and then I think I have a plan for what the video after that is going to be, and then the video after that will be probably another tetrazole video. But you know, like, it takes me like three to 5 months to make a video at the moment, so you know, we're talking 6 months at best before I get back into some tetrazole chemistry. But it's good, you know, it gives me a bit of variety, and I think the channel is better for it, rather than just doing, you know, super explosive. It's kind of like super explosive, kind of lame explosive that's a bit obscure, you know, something lame, back to tetrazole again. Diallyl disulfide from garlic. That sounds awful. You've intrigued me now. This is a piece of glass. This seems useful. I'm not entirely sure how, but it's just 2 female joints. Oh, because like, yeah, I suppose, because like, I've had this problem before where like something ends in a male joint and then I need a male joint to connect to it. So I needed like 2 female joints, I suppose, to join it up and all that. So yeah, potentially useful. Hello, Jason1. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Have I recorded the S4N4 video? No. As in, like, I've recorded most of the chemistry parts for it. I just haven't recorded like the you know, the talking bits, and then it goes into editing and that sort of thing. So I've done most of the chemistry, I suppose, for it, because I do that first, and then you know, I actually know what I'm talking about. And I still haven't done the chalkboard. So if you want incentive to become a Patreon, if you become a Patreon within the next 24 hours, you can still make a request for the chalkboard for the intro. You know what I mean? Because all the like the random things, like the My Little Pony, that's My Little Pony, the Beavis Butthead, the Roblox character, the really fat cat over there. What else? I've erased a lot of things. All of them are like requests from people. And sorry. My phone just got ejected from the bloody tripod. Outstanding move. Yeah, no, I mean, no pressure to become Patrons. Like, I'm going to make the videos regardless of money or not. I mean, it does give me a lot of freedom to kind of buy extra shit, I suppose, for it. Like, you know, like the platinum or like an oxygen cylinder, that sort of thing. But hey, if you, so, you know, and you can get on the board if you want. That's just, you know, one thing. All right, this is a pretty hot piece of glassware. This is sexy. Clumsy chemists don't live long. Lasted for 7 years, baby. So this is a distillation head, obviously, with an inbuilt big ground column. So this actually, I think this came with a distillation kit, just for a couple extra dollars. And these are useful, like when you, because I've always had those 30 centimeter big ground columns, but like, like they're always a lot of effort because then your column's up here and then you got to like distill and blah blah. But like, so this is a good compromise between being like just a little bit of fractional distillation without having a huge 30 centimeter column. It might be a bit of shit clean, but I think it's pretty nice. Very small, but like, I mean, like you don't get much separation over this, but at least, maybe something's foaming a lot, and you want a bit of extra space or something like that. And I can always, wait, no, I can't do that because then I can't. Doesn't work. But yeah, cool. Yeah, piranha solution always. I never really used it that much, but you're right, I could use it for. There's me Glassware. Hey now. This is a G-rated channel. Apart from me saying fuck every like couple minutes. Oh, I nearly sliced my finger off. I make way. People sleeping. So, have I been able to do any analytical chemistry? A couple of people asked me to do that, and it might have been you, actually. No, I haven't. I did think about bringing it into university. I shouldn't really say that, but like all the good analytical chemistry, I suppose, at university, and I didn't want to bring it, because that's just violating some laws. And the university won't be very impressed, and also. Because I made it and I spent probably 6 weeks making the video, and so while I still had a small amount at the end of the time, you couldn't really say whether it had decomposed or not. Because say I ran some tests and it showed it to be 50% pure, I couldn't ever know if that was because it decomposed or because it started off 50% pure. So any analytical stuff I probably should have done when I first made it. So yeah, kind of like that. I think I really need one. The 300mm one doesn't really fit well in my fume hood. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I mean, it just like the 300mm one, it's good, but it just doesn't fit anyway. Makes it awkward. I suppose with the lab jack it'll be more possible. But all right, we're getting towards the end. What is my favourite bit of glassware? Well, I know what my least favourite bit of glassware is. It's the grain condenser. But favourite bit. I really like. I don't know. Favourite is in like the bit that I when as soon as I get it out, I'm like, hell yeah! I get to use this bit of glassware. Is always the Glassware adapter. I don't know why. It's probably because I didn't order it and it came in that box of glassware that I didn't order and I just never thought about using before. And then I get it and I'm like, hell yeah, the Glassware adapter. But I mean, I really like, like addition pressure equalizing addition funnels are like such cool bits of glassware. Or the soxylic extractor are really cool bits of glassware, but build a UV vis. Yeah, I thought about it because I could build a UV vis, and I'm thinking about like, I suppose, like challenges. What am I trying to say? Thinking about like analytical equipment I could build to tell me more things. And UV vis is probably the easiest one to build, but probably tells me the least because like UV vis is good, but like at the end of the day, it's just telling you what color it is, and like. Like you run it through, like you build this UV vis and you do it, and it's like, oh, this says that it's really blue. And it's like, well, yes, I know it's really blue. Like, it doesn't tell me anything. Like, it would tell me exactly how blue something is, but like, I can just look at it and tell you how blue it is. It doesn't actually tell you anything. So, and for like C2N14, like, it's white, it forms clear solutions. So for UV vis, it would just be a clear solution, and I'd be able to do all the work and then be able to tell, like, yep, it's clear, here's the data showing you. It's like, well, I know it's clear. Like, yeah, it's very yellow. Like, I could just design a UV vis to tell me exactly how yellow a certain thing is. Be like, oh, it's yellow levels are hitting high concentrations here. So maybe, something like FTIR is a lot harder to build, but would tell you a lot more, especially about organic compounds. Something like, I've always thought about building an X-ray spectrometer, so to tell me what the elements are. What's that channel? Neptunium. Neptunium has a really excellent channel where he's got some really excellent kit he's built. So he's got like an X-ray tube and an X-ray spectrometer, and you can just fire at things and be like, yep, I can see the thorium peak, I can see, the molybdenum peak, so I know this is, I don't know what the hell that would be. It would be some high temperature alloy or something, but yeah, so that would be really cool. And I've been thinking about, I'm in the market for like a cheap, a reasonably cheap X-ray spectrometer. Because if I get that, then I can think about some other ways of generating the X-rays, such as alpha sources. So I thought about, instead of buying an X-ray tube, because then I have to do a lot of electronics, right? I could get some alpha sources within legal limits and use them to generate characteristic X-rays from a sample, which will then get picked up from my X-ray detector. And then that way I could just kind of build something really easy that doesn't have any high voltage, right? It just has those neutron sources, not neutron sources, that's much more dangerous. Alpha sources, that closes off and you just kind of open it and it's all shielded. Open up the little chamber, put your little thing in there, shut it, and then run your X-ray detector from the computer, and it would tell you exactly what elements are in there. That would be really cool, but getting an X-ray detector that actually works for under $1,000 is very hard. But maybe one day one will appear on eBay. Yeah, XRF, what am I calling it? An X-ray detector. XRF, X-ray fluorescence, that's what I wanted. Sorry, I can't believe I forgot the name of that was, yeah. No, I can't do something like powder X-ray diffraction or something like that, because at that point you need a really, really nice X-ray beam, and that's impossible really at home. So yeah, what will I do after uni? No idea, absolutely no idea. Got to work out what's happening with my life, really. Still got 2 years of this project, so we'll see how successful this project is, and then hopefully success from this project will lead to avenues down the road. That's what I think, hopefully. All right, what's this big glassware? It is a tube. Good. Nice. Okay. Why did I get this? Oh, maybe it's useful. Yeah, so maybe if I'm distilling something and then I need to go here and then, get that extra distance, something like that, maybe. And that would be cool, rather than letting it drip free space or having to prop something up. So it's just less propping up of stuff. But, I don't know, maybe it was really cheap. Can't remember. Plain old tubes are good, yeah, okay, nice. Ionization chamber, that's really cool. I wish I could do more radioactive stuff, but I just can't. The laws are too harsh and I don't want to play with that area. Ethylene gas generator. Can you synthesis to try with ethylene? I don't know. Ethylene. Can you chlorinate it? No, I don't know. Can you polymerize it? Can you make polyethylene somehow? You'd have to have some polymerization catalyst thing. But maybe it's a high pressures. Don't know. Interesting thought. Alright, getting to the end. We've been going for this for an hour. Amazing. Alright. Hope this has been vaguely interesting. Oh shit, still more glassware. How much did I spend? mongrel thing. Fucking. Ooh! This is fancy. Before you actually want to get a knife. Alright. This is very fancy. Oh, the reveal soon. Can you chlorinate it? Yeah, the internal question. Me with any organic compound, I'm like, yes, but what if I reacted it with chlorine gas? The clips fit okay onto the flask. Yeah, the clips, I think so. They should do. Cyanoacetylene, that's awful. Ugh. Some of the Chinese glassware comes with a really thick lip. Alright, we'll try that in a second. This is an interesting bit of glassware that I bought. So I might use this in a vacuum setup system. So, or maybe just my current like vacuum line system. Now that I got a pressure gauge as well, so I could have it sealed, have the normal vacuum filtration, but then sometimes when I want to, I can check the pressure, like open up to the vacuum, what's it called? I've forgotten the term for it. The gauge, the vacuum gauge. So I can open up the vacuum gauge and check what the vacuum pressure actually is in the line or that sort of thing. But, I don't want to open to the line all the time because I do filter a lot of, well, not a lot, but some really like gross stuff, I suppose. And then, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's a glass one. Maybe I got a glass one on purpose. I don't know. Once again, I'm making guesses about my own motivations, but I've got enough Teflon pieces that I should be able to take this glass stopper out and replace it with a Teflon thing and screw it on, and I think that'll work fine. But yeah, I've never used a glass stopcock before. Ooh, I'll put that gently down. All right, where are we at? A couple more pieces. Carbon monoxide. Yeah, carbon monoxide. I don't even know the context of that, but it sounds awful. Distilling sulfuric acid. Do you have any suggestions? It's not a very safe thing to do. It's not a very pleasant thing to do. Really think about if you need to do it. In a lot of places, even I used to do it, but now I've just bought some sulfuric acid and I'm glad I don't have to do the distillation again because, what is it like? It's over 300 degrees and like, yeah, a lot of my glass would just smash when I do it. I just have to like, yeah. It's just hard to do it. You have to do it slowly. Yeah, Nerd Rage has got a video, but like, I think he's got a high temperature heating mantle. But yeah, you just have to do it slowly, and it just takes hours because you got to like ramp up so your glass doesn't all smash and then kind of cool it down slowly so it doesn't all smash again. And 338, yeah, shit, it's tough. Another stopper. What's our stopper count at? Anyone keeping track? I had 4, I think. So that's 5, 6. Do we have 4 or we have more than 4? Oh, I can't remember. Any recommendations from hot plates? No. Just don't get it. Just try and spend the extra money and get a decent one because while it may seem like the Chinese ones, well, I don't want to pick on China, but like the cheaper ones are just as good. Like it's just about power wattage as well, because some of them just take ages just to heat up, like any volume of liquid or anything like that. So if you get a good one, they tend to last a long time and are really quite invaluable. But yeah, another stopper. Where are we at? 7 maybe. $44 stoppers, I wish. Styrene from polystyrene. Yeah, thought about it. Styrene's a bit of those ones that's kind of a very iffy chemical, so maybe not. But who was it that did it? Hazel Chem? There's a channel that did polystyrene styrene from polystyrene. That was really cool. Another one. Where are we at? 58 stoppers. Sure. It's there. There we go. One more. Tetraline. Actually, that's a very good point. I do have some tetraline. I bought it way back because I was trying to do the potassium synthesis. It didn't work for me. And I think there was very early days where I didn't really film too much if it didn't work. You know, like I wouldn't do heaps of Extraction&Ire videos unless I knew the thing would work, kind of thing. Whereas these days I just film everything and just, if it doesn't work, I just cry on YouTube publicly. But yeah, tetraline, I do have quite a bit of it, and there's potential to make more as well because I made that Adams catalyst, the platinum dioxide. And that would be very good at dehydrogenating, or was it dehydrogenating? Hydrogenating naphthalene. So I could buy naphthalene really cheaply and then run hydrogen and the platinum catalyst, and I should be able to make lots of platinum tetraline from it. That would be really cool. Oh, last one. Yeah, UC235. I think he's still around on Science Madness. I think he just didn't like posting videos anymore. Which I get. It's fine. 500 mils, 35% hydrofluoric. Oof. Hydrofluoric. Yeah, chem community. Yeah. It seems like it's not very active, but I feel like we have that perception now because the last year, or like 2017, 2018, were really active years. Like everything picked up really a lot, and now it's kind of died back a little bit again. But it'll come back. YouTube, whether YouTube chemistry is actually popular or not, but Stephen Gomez, yeah, they're my plants, the episode plants. I've mentioned earlier in the stream, yeah, they're dead. But I do have some more episode plants, and one of these days I'll have a video. I think it's my most requested video that I just keep refusing to make. It's like, just make a plant update video, and I just like, just because I keep forgetting to film them, right? So like, the plant update video currently would be like me filming like 1 month. Would be like, oh, they're looking healthy, and then 6 months later, oh yeah, they're dead now, and then 2 months pass, and it's like, the next clip is like, oh, I have new plants now, and then 6 months pass, and it's like, oh, they're bigger now, and like, so it would be like a 2-minute video, like, but, oh well. Yeah. This is the last stopper. So, I think I've lost actual count, but it was like 8 or 10 stoppers, which is good. Yeah. All right, so that's everything there. I just tackle this with it. Packaging back. Don't extract the ricin. Don't even joke about extracting the ricin. It's fine. I know it's a joke, but come on, people. Thomas braces. Yes, I've got braces. I actually even have the rubber band. I'm not wearing them at the moment because I'm embarrassed always, but I've even got, at the moment, I've got those rubber bands, you know, between like top and bottom. So like every time I open my mouth, you can see there's bands, and I have to take them out before I eat, and it's all very humiliating. But better have fucking good teeth at the end of this. Oh, that's my thermometers. Do not break them. Calibrate thermometers on stream. Yeah, could. I don't know if anyone wants me to keep going. But... oh, what's the time? Just don't have my hot plate around. Maybe I'll just get them out and then we might call it a day. Might quit ahead. early for a change rather than just continually streaming until everything stops working. Boil some water. I know it's pretty easy. Actually, you might just be able to. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's a good thought. Stay there. Don't move. Question is, do I have any water? Got a kettle. Don't have any water. High-tech kettle, yeah, look at it, it's fucking fashion, mate. That goes on the stand. This reaches over to the power point, which is far away. Alright, I better get some water then. Good use of the object. Yeah, see that kettle, if this kettle can be any height, I want it now. I'm just going to make sure the coaster is correct. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, I'll be back. Expensive pastime. Fucking day, it is. Fuck, it's expensive. Hello, hello. I missed you. Water goes here. There it's on. That. I missed so many comments. Yeah, kettle technician, that's my fucking pure fashion. It works. I wouldn't drink out of it now though. It's seen some shit. Did you ever try synthesizing for bromate? Oh yeah, that's that. It's really one of the most interesting projects I probably attempted. Because I got the nickel 5, was it nickel 5? Yeah, I think it was nickel 5 species, or nickel 4 or something. And then I had to react that with bromate. But I just never got around to it. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty skeptical. I'm actually really skeptical of that paper that showed the production of perbromate from, because it's like, it's, you know, it's some random journal with no impact factor, which I know is not everything, but it's never a good sign. And there's no citations, and like, it seems pretty sketchy. Maybe give it a shot, but can't really see it working. And so my motivation for it is low, even though it's interesting. It's kind of got to work before it. If it doesn't work, then it's not really all that interesting. You know, it's just me randomly mixing chemicals and Hoping something happens. Describe your kettle aquarium pump setup to a demonstrator. He calls it inspirational. Thank you. Did I ever mention to the fact that, I think I did mention in the video how the kettle actually melted the pump and the pump never worked again after that. But it worked for the day, so I just had to buy a new pump. That pump worked for like 12 years, and then I bloody melted it in a kettle. Alright. And you have to try and scale up to a couple grams to recover, but it never worked. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because we don't. There's no point. Because I need quite a bit of perbromate to be able to like confirm it, I suppose. We would need a large scale of it, and so it'll be a tough reaction to get working. All right. What do we got? Mercury thermometer. Oh no. Alcohol thermometer to 200. Tetrazole chemistry, probably not for another couple of months, just because I will make another exposure 5 video on like other tetrazole stuff, but for the moment I've just got other things to do. So 100 mercury. This is 360 mercury thermometer. That's probably why I bought it. It goes all the way up to 360. Sure. This one is 100. All volcanoes are acid volcanoes, I suppose. Plus or minus 100 degrees, yeah. What was that comment? 350 milligrams experiment last week. Yeah, it's tough running experiments on that scale, because even if it does work, you just it's so hard to see. And when you're at uni, you can actually, do like NMR or something, and that always works on low amounts. But at home, you're like, this goes from 0 to 100 again. Oh man, okay. This goes from 0 to 200. Sure, alright, so let's take this lid off. And then, do you have an obvious preference of mercury thermometers? Yeah, I feel like the mercury ones are better, but also the mercury ones can go up to a higher temperature, because the mercury ones can, I've got 200 in both alcohol and mercury, so should just be able to put these into here. No, just go up. Oh, steady. Yeah. Mercury thermometers, yeah, they might be banned. I don't know. Once again, they're from eBay China, and I don't think it's illegal to have them, but I don't think there's too many stores around that would sell them. I definitely think you're definitely not allowed to. Well, I would think that there's nowhere that would sell them for use in food. Like, no kitchen store is going to sell a mercury thermometer anymore. But maybe they get away with it because it's like lab equipment. Favorite named reaction? No, I don't really have a particular. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I really like. I don't know. I haven't done that many named reactions. I never did that like much hardcore organic in university. It was all kind of metal stuff. And it wasn't even metal organic, it was just kind of metal chemistry, aqueous metal stuff. So, no, I don't really have favourite name reaction. Alright, let's chuck that on again. Get it boiling a little bit. Digital PID, yeah, possibly. Carbon quantum dots. Yeah, maybe. They're always a bit. I've been thinking about doing some, kind of like, I don't know, like modern chemistry. Like, because all the chemistry that I do and Nile Red does and Nerd Rage does, they're all from like, the 60s or 70s, or like even earlier. Because like organic chemistry is kind of all worked out pretty well by that point. But like, no one does like chemistry that was done in like the last 10 years, I suppose, worked out. So like, no one on YouTube does stuff like, because even quantum dots are like so old now in terms of like when you're actually in chemistry research. Like, they were so early 2000s, which is just so old now in like cutting edge chemistry stuff. Like, no one does quantum dot stuff. It's all about either nanoparticles or like MOFs and that sort of thing. So a lot of people like cadmium selenide stuff. No one really does too much of that anymore. So I thought maybe it might. I don't know, one day I had this idea of actually like collaborating with researchers in like a field, say at like solar cells or something, and doing a reaction at home that they would do in the lab. Like that's like current research. But maybe no one wants to see that. All right, let's have a look at the thermometers. Sandwich compounds. Yeah, I wanted to use compounds, but I can't get the bloody what I want is you need dicyclopentadiene, right? Dicyclopentadiene, which you crack into cyclopentadiene, right? But I can't find any source. No one's willing to sell that to me because it's a flammable liquid, and I can't find any local source. And no international source is willing to ship me flammable liquid. So, as soon as I get it, then maybe I'll buy a cylinder of argon, and we can do some metal organic stuff under a protected atmosphere. But one day, right? Thermometers. This one, turn it on one more time. This is sitting at It's so hard to see the mercury ones. I can't even see where the line is. Alright, I can't even see the line. Where am I looking? Alright, I think that's reading like... Ow. I can't even see where the line is. Oh no, maybe it's up here. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yes, that's sitting at 100. That's fine. That one's okay. Put that one over there. This one is sitting at 100 too. That's sitting at 100. So both of those 0 to 100 mercury ones are fine. Cyclopentadiene is extremely toxic. Yeah, exactly. Once again. So, hard to get, hard to work with. Let's see. This one is reading... Yeah, that's 100. Maybe 102. So that one's okay. So that's the 360 one actually. So that's reading it a lot better than I thought it would. So I thought that one would be the most inaccurate, but that's fine. That is sitting at 100. Can anyone even see these numbers? Alright, just allow me to jack this up slowly. This one is registering 98. It's probably the closest, honestly, because the water's probably not 100, it's probably about 95, so. They're hard to read, these mercury ones. That's reading at about 95, so okay-ish. And this is another 100 one, and it's reading at 93. So this one, because this one and these are all mercury 0 to 100. And I don't know. Maybe it's cooled down. Yeah, they're all reading about 90. Which is probably not too far off at the moment. So these batch, not too bad. I would think maybe they just drift over time and aren't very stable. You know, because all of these seem pretty good now. All of these mercury ones. I mean, there's a spread of about 5 degrees, but yeah, you just have to not. Yeah, see that went up to 102. This one is sitting at 102. The one underneath here is sitting at 104. So there's a spread of about, 5%, I'd say, for each. Like if it goes up to 200, I'm going to say plus or minus 10 degrees. If it goes up to 100, plus or minus 5. So, we had very little faith in that experiment. Well, we had faith in the experiment, very little faith in those thermometers actually being okay. So, but they seemed alright. So yeah, I mean, if you just tuned in now, you've missed all the unboxing bit. So this is I suppose it's in a box still, but this is our whole. Nothing particularly new. This is probably the sexiest bit of glassware. This one here, the sort of small VIG rail in a distillation head, and this one as well. Got a tap on the vacuum takeoff adapter with a straight piece. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very impromptu. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone talking real hardcore chemistry now. Yeah. I don't think anyone locally sells mercury thermometers. It's just like international eBay, and there's not really that much mercury in it. I know because I broke one. But yeah, so yeah, just not large ones. I mean, I assume they're mercury. There could be something else, but if there's something else, you'd assume they'd be a lot more expensive. But it's easy to think when you're in the Western world that no one uses mercury anymore. But there's a lot of industry that still uses mercury. A lot of places in the world that still use mercury. So yeah. Anyway, leave a thumbs up. Yep. Good luck with the morphine, guys. Don't pollute my chat with morphine chat. All right. Anyway, good luck, everyone, with the chemistry except for the morphine people. And we'll see you next time for a video. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Thanks to Dashchem for not sponsoring this video, but at least selling it to me, accepting my money, and emailing it to me. Thanks to Customs for eventually releasing it. It was a bit of an ordeal, but I promised I wouldn't talk about it, so it's fine. All right, see you. How do I end this? What button do I press? This one? I think, maybe. Does this